myself, Smith, uke teacher, and welcome to the second video in this series on bottleneck, slide and open tunings. I'm again working with Michael Stannard, so you can hear how this style works alongside ukes played in standard G-C-E-A tuning. In the first video we looked at how to create an open C tuning by tuning down the top string from a G to an A, which I've got here. So on this uke, which is a low G, we have G, C, E and then G, again rather than our usual A. So how do we use the slide and open C for accompaniment? Now the chords we tend to first learn on the uke are C, F and G7, and I'm sure a lot of the songs that you're playing either solo or in your uke groups are using these chords. So how do we create C, F and G7 in open C? Well, first for the C, couldn't be easier. We just strum without placing any fingers on any frets, and that gives us our C chord. So if we then gut the neck using the slide to create a bar, at the second fret, if we put the slide on the second fret, we get D. And if we go up to the 5th fret, we get F. At the 7th fret, we get G, or you can G7. At the 9th fret, we get A. And then back to the 12th fret we get another C chord. So every kind of major chord is available just by using the slide as a bar. And so what about the techniques really for using the slide on a ukulele to get that chord sounding their best? Well, whether you're using a long slide run, say up to G, 1, 2, 3, or maybe you're just doing a single vibrato, say an F chord in this instance. The real trick is using a really light touch. And remember just to be gliding the slide on the strings, and you're never pressing down to make contact with the fretboard at all. That's not going to work. So it's just keeping your hand really light and using it just as a light glide along the strings. And also remember that on a uke, the fret spacings are actually quite small, particularly if you're working up the fretboard. So if you're going from the 11th to 12th fret, it's really quite a small movement. So again, a light touch really is the key here. And the other thing I really want to emphasise that's very important is that when you're doing a chord, say if you can do an F chord again, the slide has to be, number one, vertical, and it has to be exactly above the fret wire. Because if not, if you just play it behind, you're flattening the chord, and if you're just in front, you're sharpening it. So you really want to be, if you just do F again, you can do F again, I'll just flatten it, which is really not good, and sharpening it. So again, trick, keep the slide absolutely vertical and above the fret wire is the key. So just a very a simple example of some accompaniment. We're now going to do a straight 12-bar blues in C. Michael's going to be playing regular C, F and G7, and I'll be using the slide to be creating some bar chords C, F and G. Feel free to join in if you'd like to. 1, 2, 3, go.